Hello YouTubers out there, this is the Boob Wasteland Show with your host Jerry Saravia. So, I'm here to talk about the Supergirl costume, and I guess this sounds like a broken record. But once again, I am not really that fond of this costume. Granted, it is a Supergirl costume. It's got the S, her red skirt, her red boots, everything you would expect Supergirl to pretty much look like. Except, once again, this costume is drained of color, of bright colors. So they're very muted colors. Very muted, that it may as well be in black and white like the old days with George Reeves as Superman. So now the S looks like the S from the comics and of course of Superman. And even though I had my misgivings about Man of Steel in terms of the costume at first, I've grown to kind of accept it, but I don't understand the need to mute all of these colors. It's becoming insane to me. I don't really understand this. Now, I have said in the past that perhaps this muting of the colors has two reasons. One, I guess nobody wants these superheroes to look like they're campy in some way, that somehow brighter colors reminds them of being a little more campy. That's one possibility. The other is that perhaps these TV shows and the movies in particular are easier to sell overseas so that they don't look too American, because America has the flag and those are bright colors, and maybe in some way this is more universally accepted if they're muted, even though it's Supergirl and that's pretty much an American creation. So again, I don't understand this. Let's put it this way, that's really about all I can say. You saw the picture at the beginning. I don't care for this particular costume, the way it looks. Looks like it fits well on this girl, and so on. They started shooting the show, and it's, I guess, going to come out later this fall perhaps, but I am not happy with the costume. I just think it's too muted. Now, I guess the idea was Supergirl's costume was meant to be a modern take on the classic look of the character, and interestingly enough, the Supergirl outfit was made by Oscar-winning costume designer Colleen Atwood, who said, "In designing Supergirl, I wanted to embrace the past, but more importantly, thrust her into the street-style action hero of today." I just don't understand this. Why it has to look like that, so muted. And interestingly enough, in the Avengers, those costumes, well, maybe except for Thor's, but Iron Man's looks like the colors from the Iron Man comics, and the Hulk looks like a green Hulk. I mean, even though that's not a costume. But just in general, this idea of muting the colors, I don't know. Love to hear some opinions out there. And this is the Boob Wasteland Show with your host, Jerry Saravia, signing off.